I think like the thing is when I talk about Serious Sam, I tend to like I think I always have that thought process in my mind of like from my experience it's just not like a series that's very well known. Despite being like I would say pretty successful for its time. When you consider like it getting a PC port or PC port console ports, it getting that spin-off game made by a different studio entirely. Um, I mean, 3 games technically, if since there was the first, second encounter and Series Sam 2. I know, like in the 2010s alone, there was a lot of spin-off games for this series. Like more so like 2D games and stuff, and ones that I don't think I'll ever dip my toes into because when I think of Serious Sam, I just don't think of like 2D shooters, shoot 'em ups. You know, I don't think I really have much interest in that particular genre either, so that doesn't help. I think it's just like one of those things where I'm happy when I can share the series with friends and people in general. Because I think it's a lot of fun. But I also understand that like nostalgia is probably coloring my glasses there on that one. Got those rose tinted glasses, as they like to say. Oh god, that was close. I don't remember if there's like a secret thing you can jump into. I'll also bring up a funny little problem with this game, and I don't know why. I think it's only like one of two, maybe more than two, but it's one of a few games that, um, for whatever reason. So I'll just pause for a second here. On the original Xbox, when you're in the home screen, you can go settings and you get like these different resolution options. You can enable like 480, 720, and 1080. For whatever reason, if you have like 1080 on yes, I don't know if it's specifically just 1080, but when I was booting up the game, it would um basically the image on screen, not screen, would be very. I don't even think distorted is the right word. It would just it wasn't displaying properly. I was worried for a second. Not today, but like other times I've had that happen, and I was like, right, because at some point I had read that for whatever reason you need to like turn those off to not have that happen. I have no idea why that's an issue, but it's pretty sure that I want to say it's the only game I own in my collection that has that specific issue. So I'm gonna say right here, this was like one of the levels, probably like I'm gonna say this might be one of the prettiest levels in the game, and was definitely one of those levels back in the day that I just kind of gawked at. There's that level of like, uh, just when you look back on it, you kind of giggle because it's like, man, it's funny to think that at one point in time this made me be like, God, this looks so good. And now like you can see like how obvious um like that's not like a smooth circle. There's lots of like the where you can tell it like turns abruptly. And just how flat textures are and whatnot. Although I do really like the touch of just having like this moss that's hanging over. Is this one? Yeah. I think it's this one that has the secret behind. What the frick, guys? Seriously? Another silly cutscene. Sorry, he's just a child at heart. Uh, a fun fact that just came to mind is that much like Master Chief and Cortana, if I am correct on this, Sam has had the same voice actor, uh, like from the first game all the way to the newest game.